晒啲網啦，整好晒人，整好晒設備，準備晒啲食啊，啲網全部樣整晒啊，會上邊有啊，水啊，嗰啲嘢要做噶啦，明嘛？
This one really paints a great picture of how difficult the fishing industry is, and to be an independent fisherman and go out there against a couple hundred other vessels every day and try to, put bread and fish on your own table. I just much respect to those men and women who do that dirty job. And yeah, I thought this documentary did a great job in portraying all that.
It's a strong message of survival. This was very clear throughout, start through the end. Showed us what must be done in these people's lives, that realities are accepted and they simply trudge on with their days. It's very detailed views and detailed shots of different items, which I appreciated too. There was the dock, the radio, the propellers and the noises all of those items make. A lot goes into these people's days and a lot went into this film. I thought it was wonderful.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this piece. It really felt super immersive, and that it was kind of like a window into a world that many people don't get to see. I feel like the filmmaker gathered a lot of footage from the like from a macro sense, where we get to see, all the ships in the harbor and all the establishing like scenery, going all the way down to a specific fisherman's story, which really gave a complete sense of that world for the less than 7 minutes that we got to spend in it, which shows how well it was done. I felt like the editing was very seamless, and the music also flowed really well, which I feel like a lot of these things are difficult to do in documentary, and the director really achieved it. So great job, really enjoyed it.
It was a nice documentary. The soundtrack is buoyant, and the short doc pays great tribute to the hard work of fishermen. The close-ups and shots of various machinery while the boat launched was an intimate nod to just how much hangs in the balance of the fishermen getting out to sea as quickly as possible.
This one was particularly touching, and the idea of a documentary exploring this specific individual and how the forces of nature threatens his way of life and his ability to provide for his family, that's unthought of. So he is determined to keep providing for their family, looking after them, and he is very passionate about what he knows how to do, his trade, that's fishing. All this wise man ability to know how nature works and what's in it for the whole town, actually, or the whole city that depends on this activity. So I really liked it. You have to love this documentary. It's amazing.
I thought this was a really good film to kind of portray a way of life that I never would have been privy to without a film, essentially. It's about fishing in the in southern China, and just about the beginning is kind of like the way of life and how things are and how hard things are, and then to have something so massive like a hurricane come in and how you have to they're fishermen, that is their not just their way of life, how they make money, but it's part of their identity. This is what they do, this is how who they are, and how something that severe and that huge and immovable, it's a force of nature, there's absolutely nothing you can do, kind of comes in, and how you have to respond to it and try and adapt to it because it is your way of life.